Family, friends, and supporters, please welcome the class of 2021. Please welcome the faculty and platform party of Cal State University, Monterey Bay.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Sam Robinson, Chair of the Academic Senate at California State University, Monterey Bay. As University Marshal, I welcome you to this special occasion. As a reminder, the university is maintaining an indoor masking requirement. Masks are optional when students walk across the stage. Please stand for the national anthem. The national anthem will be sung by Miss Julia Bozzo, 2021 Communication Design alumnus.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the hearts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you. Please be seated. I am Eduardo Ochoa, President of California State University, Monterey Bay. I join Dr. Robinson in welcoming you here today. Les doy la bienvenida a esta celebración de graduación. And to our class of 2021, you joined our faculty and staff in making a radical pivot and a creative changeover to stay your course through more than 2 semesters of virtual instruction, creation, and innovation. Members of the class of 2021, we are in awe of your discipline, your focus, your innovation, your flexibility, and creativity. Please stand up and take a bow as we all applaud you. Thank you. You may be seated. In addition to our graduates and their families, we also welcome many distinguished guests and members of our university community. We are grateful for your participation. And now let me do the CSUMB land acknowledgement. California State University, Monterey Bay resides on the indigenous homeland of the Estelen people, also known as Carmelino, Monterey Band, and Rumsen. It is on the rich homeland of the Estelen where CSUMB not only thrives as an institution of higher education, but also provides an education abundant with service and experience to a diverse community of learners. As our students, staff, faculty, alumni, and community members explore the university's campus, remember to respect the land and take note of the natural beauty. Remember that ancestors rest below pathways and in other less traveled areas on campus. We are here. Let Kai lie. I will now introduce those members of the platform party who won't be introduced later. And please stand as I present you. Dr. Doug Smith, Interim Dean of Graduate Studies and Research. Ms. Barbara Zappas, Vice President for Advancement. Dr. John Friday, Interim Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Larry Samuels, Vice President for Strategic Initiatives. Ms. Natalie King, Associate Vice President for University Personnel. Dr. Chip Leno, Chief Information Officer. Dr. Brian Corpeting, Associate Vice President for Inclusive Excellence. Mr. John Binkley, Dean of the College of Extended Education. Dr. Dale Grubb, Associate Vice President for Academic Planning and Institutional Effectiveness. Ms. Jackie Grallo, Interim Library Dean. Dr. Andrew Drummond, Interim Associate Vice President for Student Success. And Dr. Leslie Williams, Associate Vice President for Student Affairs. Thank you all for joining us here today. You may be seated. Now I want to acknowledge the family members of graduates who are joining us today. This is your day as well. We applaud the commitment that our families make to their students. Family members, please stand if you're able or wave and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. I want to welcome all of you to this special day in the life of our university. Commencement represents a great milestone, the culmination of years of hopes and dreams. You made it. Congratulations. It is often said that the best measurement of the quality of a university is the quality of its graduates. Looking out on this group today, it looks like CSUMB's reputation is in excellent hands. Each of you personally have faced an epic, transformative 2 years. Many of our past months have been virtual, but through it all, you have shown time and again that you are authentic. Your achievement is authentic. And that is because of you. You made it happen. You demanded that it happen. At the same time, you and your fellow students propelled our university and our college toward a deeper commitment, asking us to make real our good intentions to support greater access, diversity, and inclusion. Your collective voices inspired, confronted, guided, and encouraged our faculty, encouraged your programs, departments, and the college leadership to explore and expand our curriculums, communities, and our interactions with one another. We are thrilled to see you. We acknowledge you. We are so grateful and so impressed by all that you have done. In the midst of a whirlwind and a new social dimension, you carried yourself to a new place, a place molded, shaped, and carved by your talents and efforts. To all our graduates with us today, your unique footprint stands at this threshold of your future. Look to your left and look to your right. You're graduating alongside powerful and inventive individuals who, like you, moved from being a student in a topsy-turvy world to arrive where you stand on your path right now, and most importantly, where you will take your life. Your achievements at the CSU Monterey Bay campus are testament to the world that you make a difference, that you're up for a challenge, and ready to make a real change. For now, revel in and enjoy the knowledge that everyone that you know and care for, everyone who knows you, is proud of you. I speak for our faculty, our community, our fellow students, and the staff who supported your educational endeavors here. You made it through better, stronger, and more aware. Take the gifts and lessons and challenges you overcame as a student and allow them to fuel you further, to travel farther. Your agency is a power for change and for good in the places where you work and play. Be a power for change and for good in your communities. To all our graduates today, to those who have gone before and to those who will follow, we could not be prouder. And congratulations again to all of our graduates. And now please welcome CSUMB alumnus Patterson Emesibe to the podium.
Tall people problems. Thank you, President Ochoa. Can we get some snaps for President Ochoa? Yeah, I love that sound. Some of you were clapping, but it's okay. Graduates. Graduates. On behalf of the Alumni Association, I extend to you our congratulations for this significant accomplishment. On three, let's all say we made it. 1, 2, 3. Look what y'all did. Y'all inspired that. First of all, you've overcome a global pandemic. Virtual classes, social injustice. I see some snaps out there. Oh, I see you right there in the yellow. And chaos our generation hasn't experienced all at once. Please brush your shoulders off. That's right. I see you. I see you. Yeah, keep it. Get that dirt off your shoulder right there. And in that, you had to cancel your family trips to see you graduate in 2021. Raise your hand if you're happy this isn't on Zoom. Right? Families in the back as well. Me too, because we're all Zoom fatigued. Thank you for coming back for yourselves, for your graduation, and for your future. You now join the ranks of over 24,000 fellow alumni throughout the country and the world who are members of the CSUMB Alumni Association. And as alumni, the Alumni Association wants to give back to you. We will invite you to Warrior games. Okay, we got like 2 Warrior fans in the house. Giants games. Sharks games. There's more Shark fans in here. Aquarium visits, winery events, and mixers. People are like, winery, yes. And all for you to catch up, network, and socialize. We will plan everything. All you have to do is show up. Wave your hands in the air if you like the sound of that. All right, some of the family members are like, I'm going to the Warriors games with them. You better be loud. Wherever you go, stay connected. Make sure you update your alumni association with your personal email because you never know when you'll run into a fellow otter. I know many of you in this room have received scholarships along your CSUMB journey. There are others who have given back to the university to ensure that current and future students receive scholarships. On behalf of the Alumni Association, we thank you for your generosity to current and future otters. For those who want to give back or pay it forward, please go to donate.csumb.edu. I don't see any phones out. We're almost done. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Families, we're going to have you help them out. All right, everyone, on 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. You made it, class of 2021. Enjoy the rest of the commencement, and thank you.
Thank you, Patterson. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our College of Science student speaker for today's commencement ceremony, Anthony Josh Fuertes. Anthony Josh Fuertes is from Fresno, California, and graduated with a bachelor's in biology with a concentration in ecology, evolutionary, and organismal biology, and a chemistry minor. Wow. While at California State University, Monterey Bay, Anthony served and advocated on behalf of students as Science Club President, Interclub Council, Public Relations Officer and President, a member of the Associated Students Executive Board, and as a member of campus committees on educational planning and policy, budget and resource management, and the College of Sciences Dean's Student Council. He currently works as a microbiology technician at Food Safety Net Services, utilizing several different tests to ensure the quality of goods intended for consumer consumption. Please welcome Anthony Josh Fuertes.
Thank you, President Ochoa, for the introduction, and thank you to the students, professors, administrators, and fellow supporters of the class of 2021 who made the 4 years at California State University, Monterey Bay everything they were. Like sea otters who hold hands to stop each other from drifting apart, you all have been instrumental in keeping the California State University, Monterey Bay raft afloat. Today is a monumental day where we will be turning the page on this chapter of our lives. This is a day worth celebrating, and it is my honor to have been chosen to speak today before all of you and reflect on our collective journey at this university. If I were to choose one word to describe our journey, it would be perseverance. I would have chosen the word resilience, but I got tired of hearing that word after the first year of the pandemic. According to Merriam-Webster, perseverance is defined as the continued effort to do or achieve something despite difficulties, failure, or opposition. As the class of 2021, we have all experienced more than our fair share of difficulties, failure, and opposition. However, we have also proven ourselves able to persevere in the face of these insurmountable challenges by receiving an invitation to be in this room today. From our very first Otter Days and moving into our home for the last 4 years, to the many sleep-deprived sleep-deprived nights in the Tanamura and Antle library trying to memorize that one small detail that ultimately never made it onto the exam, to the 2-week break that became the 2-plus-year pandemic that's still ongoing, and transitioning to a virtual modality and learning how to mute our mics before going to class, and sitting awkwardly in a breakout room waiting for another person to speak. We have all persevered and balanced all that life has thrown at us while pursuing this achievement in academics. While the last 4 years of college and waiting may not have been what we've imagined, the countless hours of work, stressful weeks, and sleepless nights will all be worth it for this moment. Although we may have been separated from this campus, California State University, Monterey Bay has served as a beacon of perseverance and growth. 5 years ago, when I came to California State University, Monterey Bay, I was unsure of myself and afraid of starting a new chapter in my life. Like many others, I would go straight to classes from my dorm and back, and then head to the dining commons with my headphones in hands, trying to just be another face in the crowd. After a semester of this, I was longing for a change, so I did. I started going to club meetings, spending time to get to know my professors and the subjects they taught, and nominated myself for various student leadership positions. After 7 semesters of putting myself out there and becoming more than just a face in the crowd, I found myself undertaking an additional chemistry minor and advocating on the behalf of the student body in various areas of concern, namely a safer population of campus and the use of student fees, and have forged friendships that will rise above distance and time with my classmates and peers. While I wasn't the most academically impressive student, nor the most notable student within our class, I persevered through countless academic and extracurricular difficulties that pushed me outside of my comfort zone and experienced tremendous personal and interpersonal growth. During my time at California State University, Monterey Bay, I learned to be flexible, to be empathetic, and more importantly, how to preserve. Through these learned experiences, I know that California State University, Monterey Bay has not only given me an outstanding education, but the ability to create lasting change. Wherever you are in your life right now, one thing is certain. You are no longer the same individual that first stepped foot on this campus half a decade ago. Whether it be the challenges you had to face or the opportunities you had to create for yourself, you have taken these experiences at this campus and grown from them, and now able to leverage your abilities to create lasting change. As you leave the California State University Monterey Bay raft today and continue on to the next chapter of your life, please remember that you are far more capable than what you think you are able to do. You have faced a challenging college experience that few others have had to overcome and have persevered against the odds. Congratulations to the class of 2021 on this outstanding achievement. I can't wait to see what you all do. Craft up, CSUMB.
Thank you, Anthony. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our College of Education student speaker for today's commencement ceremony, Karina Vega. Karina is a first-generation Latina college student, a transfer student from Cabrillo College, a teacher for Pajaro Valley Unified School District, and current CSUMB post-baccalaureate student. Most importantly, she is mother to Julian and Alessandro. Please welcome Karina Vega.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to start by thanking President Ochoa and everyone involved in organizing this special event. I am honored and nervous to have been invited to stand here today and deliver a graduation speech on behalf of the College of Education. I would like to take a moment to give a very special thank you to my parents. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for helping me take care of Julian and Alessandro while I had to attend class, study, and for being the most supportive people in my life. This journey would have been a lot harder without your continuous support. To my boys, Julian and Alessandro, although you are too young to understand what receiving my bachelor's degree entails, one day you will be able to look back and understand the meaning of all the sacrifices Mommy had to make to open doors for our little family. You are my biggest inspiration, motivation, and my why. I love you. On behalf of my classmates, I would like to thank everyone for joining us today. Whether you are joining us virtually or in person, thank you for being a part of this special moment and this journey. To the class of 2021, congratulations, we're finally here, a pandemic later. We are the class of resilience, adaptability, and tenacity. We had to balance our personal lives and challenges through a pandemic and still achieved earning our degrees. I started CSUMB as a transfer student in the fall semester of 2019 as a liberal studies major. I knew that I would not have the same experience as many of my classmates or the same experience as I would have had 10 years ago after graduating high school. I worked full-time, and I had my two boys that were 5 and 3 years old when I started attending classes at CSUMB. When the coronavirus pandemic hit in the middle of the spring 2020 semester, my second semester here, I, like many of you, had to shift and figure out how I was going to adjust and balance all of my commitments. I had my kids at home and they were attending classes from home. I was also attending classes for CSUMB from home, working from home, and had the stress of trying to stay COVID-free. I eventually decided to take a leave of absence from my job and then later resigned from my job to dedicate my time to my studies and to my boys. I started CSUMB as a part-time student, completing a total of 12 units my first year. In my second year at CSUMB, I attended virtually and completed 39 units and moved up my expected graduation date by a year. I also changed my major at the start of my second year to Human Development and Family Science. CSUMB has given me the opportunity to grow academically, professionally, and personally. My journey here has felt so organic, and things have fallen into place with ease, even with the pandemic. I have had some amazing professors that I have to give a shout out to. Dr. Crossman, Professor Lopez, Dr. Cervantes, and Dr. Perez Granados. I expected to come to CSUMB and just get the assignments done and just be another student. Instead, I found myself making connections with my professors, feeling heard, empowered, and inspired through them. Thank you to all the faculty for your time, dedication, and commitment to your students. I want to close by saying each and every one of us faced a different challenge in getting here today. Regardless of the size of those challenges and stepping stones, we did it. Let today be a reminder that you can do hard things. You can overcome obstacles that will come in your future, but don't let those obstacles stop you. Move forward with the same resilience, adaptability, and tenacity that has you standing here today. Congratulations, class of 2021. We did it!
Muchas gracias, Karina, for your moving remarks. Sí se puede. I would now like to welcome Provost Kantarjev to the podium.
Thank you, President Ochoa, and good afternoon, everyone. It is my privilege to recognize students who have earned academic honors. The academic honor achieved by each student is identified for you in the program. Academic honors are given to seniors who have demonstrated consistent excellence in their performance of their academic work. Students with academic honors are distinguished by the gold cords that they are wearing today. Based on the level of their academic achievement, these graduates are recognized as cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude. I invite these students to please stand and be recognized at this time. Congratulations to all of you. Please be seated. At this time, I will present the candidates for the degrees to President Ochoa. Later in the ceremony, you will all file up on stage and we will formally confirm your degrees. Will all the candidates for Master of Arts and Master of Science degrees please stand? President Ochoa, on behalf of the faculty and deans, I present these candidates as having fulfilled all the requirements for Master of Arts and Master of Science degrees and recommend that the appropriate degree be conferred upon them. Congratulations to all of you. Please be seated. I will now present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees. Will all the candidates for Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees please stand? President Ochoa, on behalf of the faculty and the deans, I present these candidates as having fulfilled all the requirements for Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees and recommend that the appropriate degree be conferred upon them. Congratulations to all of you. Please be seated. In addition to the undergraduate and graduate degrees celebrated today, we also celebrate the earning of teaching credentials. Will all the candidates for the California Teaching Credential please rise? President Ochoa, on behalf of the faculty and the deans, I present these candidates as having fulfilled all the requirements for the California Teaching Credential and recommend that the credential be conferred upon them. Congratulations to you. It is now time to hood our master's alumni. But first, I would like to tell you a little bit about the history of the practice of hooding. The tradition of academic costume dates from the Middle Ages, when academic gowns were common attire in early European universities. Look at the platform party. Since the church founded the universities, students were required to wear the gowns at all times, and the gowns represented adaptation of the cape or mantle worn by church dignitaries in religious processions. The usual color of academic gowns is black, but through the years, variations have developed in color and style. In 1896, United States colleges and universities adopted a uniform code governing academic dress. The style of the gown varies depending upon the academic degree represented. The master's gowns are worn open, and the sleeves of the master's gown are square at one end with a slit at the elbow. The hoods were originally cowls attached to the gowns that could be slipped over the head for warmth. The colors used to line the hoods indicate the college or university from which the wearer received the degree. The hood's border or collar is trimmed in a color indicating the field of study. Today, our CSU Monterey Bay Master's students will be receiving the following colored hoods. Master of Science will be receiving golden yellow, and Master of Arts will be receiving light blue. I now ask Dean Andrew Lawson to please come forward to introduce the College of Science alumni.
Thank you, Provost Kantarjev, and good afternoon. Will the alumni who earned master's degrees in Applied Marine and Watershed Science, Environmental Sciences, Instructional Science and Technology, and Marine Science, please come forward as the staff direct you. And will the alumni who earned baccalaureate degrees in biology, in computer science, communication design, computer science and information technology, environmental science, technology and policy, environmental studies, marine science, mathematics, and statistics, please come forward as the staff direct you. Will Interim Dean Smith please join me on stage?
Nima Nenavai.
Mabel Duran.
Ryan Solimar.
Ryan Brown.
Carlos Espinoza.
Marimar Chavez.
Nicole Roth.
Chrissy O'Leary.
Giovanni Espinoza.
Ekaterina Patrice.
Madison McCaslin.
Jennifer Lopez Hernandez.
Angeles Beltran Carrillo.
Yesenia Garcia.
Rayaya Kimball.
Eric Raul Vaca Noriega.
Lauren Tiffany.
Ashley Nicole Simpson.
Madison Frazier.
Leslie Palomera.
Adam Hauser.
George Bolombak.
Athena Raya.
Jeremy Summer.
Yvonne Rendon.
Nicole Freeman.
Calvin Norwood.
Sam Livingston.
Orville Alcaraz.
Justin Betts.
Cody Todd.
Dane Kenneth Bottomley.
Miguel Peña Jr.
Jefferson Barreto.
Gretchen Humawan Swan.
Guadalupe Salamanca.
Rosana Toledo.
Tamira Gallareed.
Jonathan Munns.
Vanessa Arroyo Sanchez.
Alexis Cassie.
Alicia Sandoval Garcia.
Jose Lupián del Toro.
Christina Vance.
Iris Garcia.
Aurora Torres.
Anthony Josh Fuertes.
I would now like to ask Dean Ed Jadala from the College of Education to please come forward to introduce the alumni from the College of Education.
Good afternoon. And first off, congratulations to all the graduates and the families. Significant accomplishment during normal times, and very significant during what you went through over the past couple of years. So again, congratulations. Will the alumni who earn master's degrees in education and school psychology please come forward as the staff direct you? Will the alumni who earn California teaching credentials and baccalaureate degrees in Human Development and Family Science, Human Development and Family Studies, and Liberal Studies please come forward as the staff direct you? Interim Dean Smith, please join me on the stage.
Julia Salcedo.
Liliana Mendez.
Maricela Dominguez.
Juana Iris Preciado.
Maria Estela Chavez.
Christina Kowaling.
Guillermina Rodriguez.
Mireya Cortez.
Brittany Daisy Flores.
Maricela Aguilar.
Cecilia. Cecilia Serrano.
Catherine Upman.
Carolina Vizcaíno.
Dina Aguiar.
Karina Vega.
Luke Boynton.
Janine Banderell.
Jasmine Bao Yang.
Anime Lanelle Ballesteros.
Riley Burnett.
Desiree Renee Loretta Varela Gonzalez.
Maite Lomeli.
Diane Kunke.
Noel Pip.
Cristal Garcia Gonzalez.
Sarah Leff.
Now that we have presented you to the President, we will formally confer your degrees. You've waited nearly a year for this. Will all Master, Baccalaureate, and alumni please rise? Will all students who earn teaching credentials please rise? Will the faculty please rise and face the graduates? President Ochoa, as Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, and on behalf of the faculty of California State University, Monterey Bay, I present these candidates as having fulfilled all the requirements for the designated degree or credential.
by the authority vested in me by the State of California and by the Board of Trustees of the California State University System, I now confer upon each of you the master or baccalaureate degree or credential that you have earned, with all the attendant rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Baccalaureate graduates, you may now move your tassel to the left side of your cap. This signifies completion of your undergraduate degree. Congratulations to all the graduates. And now let me add a little something special. Why don't you have a seat for a second? I want to share with you something I've been paying more attention to lately as I approach my retirement, which is the back of our medallion here, the President's Medallion. The front has the seal, you know, the one with the California map and the little dot at the Central Coast. But the other side of it is very interesting, and a lot of thought went into it by the early faculty and staff that came here. It has a motto for the university. Did you know the university has a motto? Yes. It's good. The motto reads, Erudiri est quaerere, which is Latin for knowledge is in the questions. And that's very much what you're coming out of your studies here with, a capacity for critical thinking, for questioning, for thinking different. And the other thing that is here is there are four little symbols, each of them representing multiculturalism, lifelong learning, environmental respect, and self-responsibility. Those are very good values to live by, and I commend them to you as you move on with your life and you proceed to amaze us with your accomplishments. Well, I extend my thanks to all of you for being here today. As we conduct the recessional, I would like to ask that the audience remain seated until the platform party, the faculty, and all the alumni have exited. Thank you for your participation in this year's commencement exercise. Congratulations, graduates. This commencement celebration is now concluded. Thank you.
for attending the graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. Please find your way to the front of the building to meet your graduates.